I rented a car for a weekend trip. Nothing fancy. Just a silver 2022 sedan through one of those airport chains. Booked online, paid in advance, picked it up Friday morning. No issues. The guy at the desk handed me the keys and said the car had minor cosmetic wear. I walked around, took photos of every angle. Front, back, wheels, roof. Even made a video walking around it with a timestamp. Drove it 342 miles total. No accidents, no tickets, no dings. I filled the tank exactly 1 block before returning it. Dropped it off Sunday night after hours using their key drop box. Done. Or so I thought. 3 days later, I get an email with the subject line, "Damage report. Immediate payment required." I open it. $4,927.14. Apparently, I had seriously damaged the undercarriage, scratched the left fender, broke a parking sensor, and returned the vehicle with an empty tank. I called instantly. Got transferred 3 times before someone read me the inspection notes. The report said the damage was found Monday morning. But here's the problem. The timestamp on the inspection photos was Monday afternoon, 3:27 p.m. 15 hours after I dropped the car off, and the car had clearly been moved. The background in the damage photos wasn't the rental lot. It was some street with a graffiti-covered wall, trash cans, and cracked pavement. I told them I had photos and video of the car. Time-stamped. Clean condition. Full tank. No damage. They said, "Our system shows otherwise. You are liable." I told them to send me GPS logs proving the car stayed in the lot between Sunday night and Monday afternoon. They said, "We can't share internal vehicle tracking data." That's when I knew they were bluffing, or worse, running a scam. I dug through Reddit, Google, Consumer Reports. Turns out this exact company had a class action lawsuit filed in 2019 for fraudulent damage billing, including similar claims of undercarriage damage after after-hours returns. I emailed their corporate office, attached my photo log, my GPS timeline, my receipt from the gas station timestamped 12 minutes before drop-off. I added that I had legal counsel ready if necessary. No reply for 2 days. Then a new email arrived. "After reviewing the evidence you submitted, we have decided to waive the damage fee as a gesture of goodwill. Please note that future rentals may be subject to additional scrutiny." A gesture of goodwill. They tried to scam me for nearly $5,000, and when I didn't flinch, they backed off without admitting anything. And now I have to worry about being blacklisted just because I caught them. After their gesture of goodwill, I should have let it go, but I couldn't. Something about how clean their tone was, no apology, no explanation, felt practiced, rehearsed. Like this wasn't a one-time slip. Like they were used to people either paying up or shutting up. I still had the car's license plate. The VIN was on the rental agreement. I started digging, searched car spotting databases. Checked forums, nothing. Then I got lucky. Someone posted on Reddit, same make, model, color, same company, and included a blurry photo of a silver sedan with the exact same front bumper damage they claimed I caused. It was taken 3 days after my rental ended. Different city. I messaged the poster, asked if they'd rented that car from a company name. They replied, "Yeah, from the airport location in Denver. Just dropped it off. Was pissed it had scratches and smelled like smoke." They said it was the only one available. I asked the exact date and time they picked it up. It was Monday night, 4 hours after the company claimed they discovered the damage. Which means the car wasn't being inspected. The car wasn't offline for maintenance. They cleaned it, moved it, and handed it to someone else. While still trying to bill me for damage they never documented until after that. I asked the Reddit user if they could send me any of their photos. They had 3. All showed the same scratches they claimed were new when I returned it. And better yet, he had a check-in form where he marked the scratches at pickup. It was signed by the employee. I had what I needed. I compiled everything. My original time-stamped photos, the Reddit user's pickup photos, the signed vehicle condition form, the overlapping timelines. Then I filed a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I named the company, attached the entire evidence packet. Within 72 hours, a different person from corporate emailed me. This time, they sounded less smug. We've reopened your case for internal audit. You will not be billed. Your rental history will remain in good standing. We apologize for the inconvenience. But it didn't end there. 2 days later, the Reddit user messaged me again. Weird thing. They charged me for smoking damage. I don't even smoke. Said it was from the last renter. Was that you? They passed the scam forward. They couldn't pin fake scratches on me, and so they passed it to the next guy. Same car. Different lie. That's when it clicked. They weren't after individuals. They were squeezing the car itself for all it was worth. Same scratch. New excuse every week. If 1 in 5 people paid without fighting, that's hundreds of dollars per cycle. Over and over. It wasn't a mistake. It was the business model. After the Reddit guy got hit with a fake smoking fee, I started looking at things differently. I wasn't the only target, and they weren't improvising. They were rotating scams with precision, like a system, like it was built into their backend. I searched Reddit again, used keywords: car rental damage charge, undercarriage scam, fee after drop-off, photos not matching, unfair cleaning fee. In 48 hours, I had a spreadsheet of 23 users from the past 6 months who reported nearly identical patterns. Returned car after hours got billed 24 to 48 hours later. Damage not mentioned on pickup or drop-off photo evidence, with time gaps or GPS mismatches. Most had no way to fight back out of the 23.5, answered my DMs. One woman from Seattle said they billed her $1,100 for a mirror crack. She had before and after footage. She sent it. No damage. A guy from Phoenix got charged for a missing hubcap, but his dashcam recorded the return process, including the full car. Another in Atlanta had a cleaning fee for vomit. He said he was driving alone and hadn't even eaten. Different cities, different offices, same tactics, same company. I offered to compile their cases, just organize and submit to a public consumer advocacy group. 2 agreed. 1 hesitated. And 1, from Chicago, said he'd already tried. That one stuck with me. He told me he submitted everything: dashcam, GPS logs, receipts. 2 weeks later, he got a physical letter in the mail. Plain envelope, no return address. Inside, a single page. Your case is closed. Any further contact with media, legal teams, or third-party organizations will result in legal action. We reserve the right to pursue damages based on defamation, breach of contract, and dissemination of false claims. Typed. No signature. He thought it was spam at first until a company rep emailed him 2 days later, checking in and subtly referencing the letter. I asked if he still had it. He did. I asked if I could post it anonymously. He said, "Do it." I'm done playing nice. So I did. I posted it all, the stories, the photos, the patterns, the letter, on a consumer subreddit with 10 million plus members. I stripped names, focused on process, included timelines, dates, locations, consistency, not emotion. It blew up overnight. Thousands of upvotes. Comments flooded with people sharing their own identical stories. Cleaning fees, underbody damage, after-hours surprise charges. Inspection photos showing graffiti walls, random parking lots, different times of day. A former employee even commented anonymously. They had a list of repeatable vehicles, same damage marked permanent. Goal was to bill 1 out of every 10 renters. Managers looked the other way. It was unspoken quota. I screenshotted everything. Put it in a drive. Woke up to an email from corporate the next morning. Not a customer service representative. Legal. Tone was ice cold. We have reviewed your recent online activities and public posts. You are advised to cease and desist the dissemination of any further false information regarding company. Legal action is under consideration. You may contact our legal team for a formal discussion. They didn't deny anything. They just threatened. I replied with 1 sentence. I have legal counsel. Your threat is noted. They didn't follow up, but 2 days later I got a message from a journalist. Said he'd been following the thread, asked if I'd talk off record. I did. He's working on a long-form piece now. Real investigative work. Multiple interviews. Internal whistleblowers. Data trail. Consumer complaints. And I'm not hiding anymore. They can blacklist me, they can spam me with calls, they can threaten to sue. But I'll never rent from them again. And now, thousands of others won't either. And that's how you really win. Not by yelling, by documenting, by publishing, by letting the next person walk in already knowing what to look for.